Ooh, now here's a juicy one. We've got 1 minus sine 120, 1 minus sine 300. Looks like things are ramping up. Wait until you get to question 6, then the fun really begins. Okay, let's start with our strategy, which let's make these things a bit simpler. So 1 minus something, 1 minus something else other. So sine 120. We've been saying the whole time, or maybe you've just tuned in, that we need our cast diagram ready to go. It's just without even thinking about it. There it is for reference, and yes, it is useful just redrawing it. Sine 120. 120 is sitting in this quadrant. We forgot which quadrant it would be, and that's fine. Then we're starting at 0 degrees over here. Let's just move this pesky calculator out of the way. That will do over there. And so that's 0 degrees, 90 degrees up at the top, 180, 270, and then we get back to 360. 120 is between 90 and 180. Okay, so we're sitting in this quadrant. This angle around here is 120 degrees, and our strategy has been try and get to the x-axis, because then it's 180 minus, 180 plus, 360 minus, or 360 plus. So that means this angle must be 60 degrees. 120 plus 60 is 180. So this is the same as sine of 60, but we just need to check our signs, as in positive or negative. Well, sine in this quadrant is positive, so sine 120 is the same as sine 60. Then this negative is this negative. Okay? Sine 300, similar idea. We're going to go down to this bottom right quadrant, and see, calculators are nuisance. And we're going to say, well, if we're down this quadrant, we are over here. And if this whole angle we're saying is 300, then this last bit to get to the x-axis must be 60 degrees. So this is the same as sine 60 degrees. That's what that bit is. Is it positive or negative? Well, we're in the fourth quadrant, the cos or C quadrant if you want, and so therefore sine 300 is the same as negative sine 60. So we must change this so it's minus minus, and I'm going to cheat it and just save a step by saying therefore this becomes a positive. Check it if you're unsure. So we've got sine of, where's sine? Sine of 300 is negative root 3 over 2, and we're saying that's the same as negative sine of 60. Voila. Calculator is confirming what we already knew. Okay, we know how to multiply brackets out, and our calculator can live back here behind me, and we just multiply everything in first bracket by in the second. So 1 times 1 gives you 1. Let's keep going. 1 times plus sine 60, let's actually run through this, is plus sine 60. Then we've got, we're on colors, blue. Minus sine 60 times 1 is minus sine 60. Can you see these two are going to cancel each other out? And finally, we've got minus sine 60 times plus sine 60 is minus sine 60 squared, minus sine 60. These two here conveniently cancel out. So we're left with equals 1 minus sine squared 60. Well, sine 60 is that, and we're just going to square that. So we got 3/4 equals a quarter. If we're unsure about that, 1 minus 3/4, a quarter. Okay, and there we are. Let's just maybe check it. We've been checking all of them. 1 minus sine 120, close open. 1 minus sine 300, quarter. Yes.